Yes, people, welcome to Saeed TV. This is the Manchester Derby preview. We're here. We're at the Etihad, but there's no Steve. Where is Steve?
Sorry I'm late, bro. Just having a picture took with the trophy again in a souvenir shop, man. You know what I mean? I've got to
Which
do it
trophy?
time,
Which trophy? Can you specify?
Premier League one, innit?
Are you sure?
Premier League one, innit? You know what I mean? Well, you don't. There's not many trophies in
Because you
your
know what,
anymore.
people have been saying, where is Big Steve, yeah?
I'm here.
You know what I mean? We've not seen it since it's heard about. We've been like, where is Steve? There've been posters everywhere.
Champions are in town. You're at Etihad again. The training ground. Your training ground.
Well, listen, we've got some wins in there, you know. Don't remember the wins in there, you know.
11 red cones. Remember that from last season? 11 red cones.
Listen, man, I don't want to remember that, man.
Hold on, do you want to talk about this? Sergio Aguero.
Man, listen, this gives me bad memories, man.
Sergio.
Bad memories, man.
Sergio.
I'm glad he's gone, you know. He's my nemesis, you know.
Well, he's there, isn't it? Well, we're all your nemesis now because you're shit, innit?
Listen, yeah, we're not shit. We're coming back. We're climbing up. We got the ball genius, yeah. You might have a ball genius, but we've got one as well. You know, we've got one.
That's a bit.
Listen, man, we've got 10 hours, mate. It's the master.
Okay, ball genius. What's he done?
Listen, man, he's done a couple of times at Ajax. You know what I mean? He's coming here. He's going to show you. You've had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You've had Mourinho. You've had Van Gaal. Well, this is Ten Hag now, yeah. This is a new story, new chapter.
I thought it was Ragnick Ball last year.
Listen, Ragnick Ball, you know what I mean? In the German professor, I don't want to see that anymore. He was good at other stuff.
What was it? Klopp's stepdad. He's one of them dads.
He's a good father of football, man.
One of them dads that didn't turn up at weekend for the kids, isn't it? That's why he was one of them ones.
But listen, we are here. This is the Manchester preview. You know what, yeah? Forget what all these Southerners say. Manchester, this is the real derby, man. Yeah, forget 100%. This North London derby and all that, yeah. This is the real derby. This is what it means. It's bragging rights. It's everything. It's this is pure like hatred, man. I hate City. On Derby Day, I hate City. I don't want to know any City fan. I won't even message Steve in the morning. No. I won't message my brothers, even my own brothers. I don't want to look at them in the morning. This is proper blood on the hands.
It's different. I mean, it's. If you live in Manchester and you're born in Manchester, every single day, there's not a day goes by where you don't speak about City, you don't speak about United. Yeah. Listen, people can say which is the best derby, North London, all that. It depends where you live, innit?
Yeah, it does. It does.
This week around this derby, you know, your lot have been over again throwing paint at the pitches and stuff.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? I don't say United fans.
Got a track record, United fans. You know,
maybe you wanted some new paint.
They attack souvenir shops. Yeah, they attack the souvenir shop in the Arndale. They're throwing paint up Guardiola. It was only up a day. They didn't burn you that much that they threw paint up at a day. So the tensions are getting. But
your boy Haaland is coming down and goading our fans. You know what I mean? What's he doing? Stay on your side of Manchester. I know East Manchester's not pretty here, but stay on your side, mate.
Cockney Reds in taxis shouting, "You should have signed for United." You know, it's embarrassing, man. You lot are.
You know what? Yeah, it's not. It's just, you know what? Haaland's is checking Salford. He's thinking, you know what, man? Maybe one day I can come back to the real home. You know what I mean?
No, do you know what he's thinking? I'm Erling Haaland and I run Manchester, so I can walk through Salford. No one's saying shit to me.
He's a steady on, man. He's not won anything yet. Chill out with this arrogant water. He's thinking he's Conor McGregor.
I love it, mate.
You know what I mean? Chill out, mate. You know what I mean? Wait till you come here and win this Champions League for this club, then you'll become a legend over there. Until you do that, mate, just chill out, mate. But listen, Steve, we're real. It's going to be loud. It's going to be mad on Sunday. How's your feeling going into it? Because you know what, yeah? A lot of people are thinking that Man City are playing this unbelievable football.
No.
How has it been this season for you?
First of all, I just got to salute my captain, Vincent.
You know what? I've got respect Kompany.
Vincent is there.
One player that I can respect is Vincent Kompany. I think, you know what? He comes across as a very, very humble person, respectful.
My captain, man.
Yeah. I didn't like Joey Barton. I didn't like all them lot. But this one here, I give it to you. City fans, I give it to you. Vincent Kompany.
There's one of you, my beer, United fan walk.
Look at that, man. I told you, man. We're taking over.
These
we might get him on camera,
you know. These United fans are coming to our ground for pictures with the trophy in there. You know what I mean? He's hiding there.
Listen, man, look at that, man.
Look at him there.
We're here, man. We're taking over everywhere. The Reds are taking over everywhere. We're always here, man. Look at that, man. You can't take it. You can't take it, man.
Imagine going to Old Trafford in City Gate for your picture. What's that about?
They got to let them know. They got to let them know who's the real dogs in it. You know what I mean? You got to let them know, man.
But nah, listen, back to the game. Man City haven't been playing well this season. We've got some good results. We've not been beat yet, but we're conceding daft goals. 3-1 against Newcastle at half time. I'm saying we need a result. We get a point. 2-0 down at home.
Keep that shirt on, yeah. Keep that shirt around here.
Get him on camera. Get him on camera with that shit on there. Look.
Leave him alone, man. Leave him alone.
But so it's. Listen, 2-0 down at home to Palace.
Yeah.
We come back. We can't afford to do that against United.
I swear down,
and a derby.
Yeah, you can't because we've got the quality. We've got the defence.
I just think United's now got an identity. They didn't have one last year. They were a bit of a mismatch of a club. Under Solskjaer, they were a counter-attack team.
Yeah.
So they came in, they got us on the counter. That's it. But what I said last night is on a preview. As the fan base has changed, because there was a time where, as a Man City fan, I'm looking at the season, I'm thinking if we beat Man United and finish sort of there or thereabouts, I'm happy with that. You lot, if you beat Man City, you're not gonna win the fucking league. You're all swinging off the rooftop.
Listen, man, the league title's close this year. You know what I mean? You never know now. I'm only joking.
Fucking, I mean, check this guy out here.
No, but you know what it is though. But you can't be like when you beat Man City, it gives you confidence. Don't get me wrong. Like, why are you trying to look down on the fact that
but you've looked down on us for years, saying that Man City are irrelevant.
Well, so roles are reversed, isn't it? Roles are reversed.
How is beating Man City now giving them confidence?
No, but
that shows you how much
Man City are one of the best teams in the world. I can admit it. It takes an honest fan to admit Man City are one of the big clubs in the world. To beat Man City, it gives you confidence to move up now and say, you know what, now we're going to build something different.
Times have changed.
Yeah, but listen, this is what it is though. I can admit though, we're not on Man City's level now. I can admit that. But at the same time,
can we just have a look at David Silva, who smoked you the other week for Real Sociedad? Big up Real Sociedad. Did he
smoke anyone else as well?
Hey, big up.
We won't talk about that on that camera.
That's what it is, man. Not find a grand for slapping someone. David Silva does what he wants, mate. You know what I'm saying?
Just so that you know, we couldn't know that, right?
But at the end of the day, I think, and don't forget, on derbies, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Form does go out the window.
You know that word, because last season, obviously, form, it didn't go out the window because we got absolutely smoked, But do you not feel a bit nervous about Man United, the way they're playing? And do you not think that we've got more quality now? Anthony, the defence looks better. I'm not going to say it's a world-class defence yet, but the defence looks a bit meaner now. And is Haaland ready for the Argentinian?
Of course.
The butcher. You call it meat shield. We got the butcher. He'll cut that meat.
Listen,
that meat shield you're talking about.
He's the worst butcher since Pat Butcher from EastEnders. I keep saying it.
You know what I mean? Leech.
He's the worst butcher since Fred Elliott for Coronation Street. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying about Butcher.
Respect him, mate. He had his pocket in Ajax, you know. Ajax says it's Dortmund, Did you watch that game?
No, a Dortmund fan messaged me about that game.
Oh, a Dortmund fan. All right.
He said.
Dortmund fan.
See you later. What he said? He went, why are all these Man United fans going on that guy pocketed Haaland? He went, he didn't even pocket Haaland. He went, watch the game.
Yeah, but that's the Dortmund's perspective, though.
Listen,
let's see what a neutral.
Right, okay.
I was a neutral that game, so I'm giving that perspective.
Let me speak.
Go on then.
Look, he is now. This is Man United, yeah. He is now saying that the butcher because he pocketed Haaland for Ajax. But what happened about Brentford? And what happened about Brighton? And what happened about Real Sociedad?
That's Maguire tax.
Who did he pocket?
That's Maguire. You watch Maguire.
No, who did he
pocket? You watch Maguire.
I don't want to talk about him.
There you go. That was Maguire's short tax.
Guy.
Now we've got Varane. Rolls-Royce Varane, we got him.
Oh, hold on.
You know what I mean? We got Rolls-Royce.
last season. It was a Rolls-Royce. It was a Rolls-Royce with no wheels.
That's again another Maguire tax.
Oh, right.
We've got Dalot now. And we've got Malacia. You know about Malacia?
Right.
Do you know about Malacia?
There's a common theme going around here, with Man United fans. Pogba. Yeah, blame everybody else but Pogba. Now
he's gone now. You can't rest now.
They're blaming Maguire. They're blaming Maguire for everybody else. So all
no. Hold on a minute. Maguire deserves that criticism. He deserves it.
How much you pay for him?
80 million.
What did you say about him on the Big Six?
I don't remember.
What did you say about him on the Big Six? Beckenbauer, better than Beckenbauer. Oh,
listen, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, yeah.
No, but
it's one of them feelings.
Come on, like hold on. Roles reverse, yeah.
Yeah.
We're Man City, we're going into this game. We've lost to Brighton, we've lost to Brentford, and we've lost to Real Sociedad. And I'm trying to tell you that Ruben Diaz is the best in the world. You're coming
is he still the best in the world?
No, listen, you're coming into this game with Erling Haaland up front, who scored 14 goals.
Yeah.
So who should be more confident? You who's going on about Pat Butcher, or me who's got the Nordic meat shield?
Yeah, but you still haven't looked convincing. If we can keep that meat shield quiet and the Butcher can
we lost this season?
You're unbeaten.
There you go.
And we're 4 wins on a bounce.
What's 4 wins on a bounce or unbeaten? What's better?
I get that, but again, the confidence of what we've got, you've not looked great. Aston Villa, what happened then?
We've got a point.
Well, you know what I mean? Like you'd have
lost that.
Hey?
You'd have lost that.
I don't know, Under Ten Hag, mate, we're looking all right, man.
You're not.
That first 2 games, people are overplaying them first 2 games. Ten Hag had to understand the squad. He had to see who was the bad eggs. He had to see who were not giving anything to the team. And he sorted out. And ever since that game, we've looked impressive. And you can't say anything more than that.
I don't think you've looked impressive.
You don't think so?
Oh, you beat Leicester 1-0. Yeah, you beat Arsenal, fair enough, and you beat Liverpool, but you've lost to Brentford, you've lost to Brighton, and you lost to Real Sociedad, and you beat a load of Sheriffs.
Yo, respect the Sheriffs, man. You know what I mean?
I shot the Sheriff.
But you know what it is, though? I'll be honest with you, yeah? I look into this Man City game. I can't lie to you. I've got this feeling that I think we could get a result. City, you've lost your best defender this week. Again, we don't want anyone to get injured.
You said this to me last year, same thing. I've got a feeling we're going to do this. I've got a feeling we're going to do this. I walked to you at Old Trafford and said, training session today, we'll wipe the floor with you. I walked round that corner there and said, we'll wipe the floor with you. And we did. And on Sunday, we'll wipe the floor with you again.
But you know what, though? We've actually got a decent enough record here. And you know this derby, it's not like the North London derby. Anything can happen on this home game. Of
course it can.
It swings its roundabouts.
You lot get gassed about everything.
What way?
Because you're supposed to be Man United, right? And you hold yourself to such high regard.
Yeah.
If I'd have lost to Brentford and Brighton...
Yeah, I was going mad. You don't see me online.
But I wouldn't be coming here with the chest out talking about Frodo.
No, we've got to give a chest out.
Talking about Frodo at the back against the Nordic Meat Shield, who's the Premier League,
again,
in a ball and just throwing it out the window.
Shield again, by the way. Hold on a minute. You're going on about he's done everything here. He's still not won anything here.
No, hold on a minute. I've only won anything in 9 games.
Chill out, yeah? The way you're talking about him, yeah, you're gassing him up. But at the end of the day, he's got to come in defence. What's he coming up this season?
Hold on.
Defence is the season. Who's he coming up against?
Let me speak.
Who's he coming up against?
I'm gassing Haaland up.
No, I'm not saying it that way. I'm not saying it that way.
The butcher.
This season, what's the defences he's come up against? Have you played the top six? Have you played the top six?
No, but that's because the fixtures we haven't played anymore.
Now, I'm saying to you, again, you got to understand, yeah, our defence has been immaculate.
But you got beat off Brentford.
But again, was that the same defence?
Brighton and Atos.
Again, he keeps talking about that defence. This is a new defence, you know. This is a new defence, you know that.
All right.
Are you not giving any credit? He doesn't want to give any credit to this defence. That's done well.
Why would I?
You're not going to have some sort of hesitation. You know what?
You just said Haaland don't won any trophies. Have you won any trophies?
Varane, Lisandro Martinez.
Have you won any trophies?
Have you not seen that defence? I thought, you know what? They look proper defence.
Why?
You're not seeing it, no.
You're still conceding goals. You beat Liverpool and Arsenal.
We've seen like 2 goals in about 4 or 5 games.
All right.
Your defence. How many they conceded?
It's just we haven't been beat.
No, but I'm saying your defence has not been shaken.
You can concede 10 goals.
If you look at your defence, have you not been worried about your defence? Most of your games here, Haaland has gone up front, yeah, and he's done the business. But your defence hasn't looked the same. And John Stones is out now.
Our defences have been settled all season. We've not had a settled back four because of injuries. But I'm not worried about it. We signed Akanji. Akanji comes in there. Diaz.
You know what, though? I'm going to give you Akanji. I can't lie to you. He's looked good.
Yeah, because he's playing with better players.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You signed Varane and put him with Maguire. Varane looks shit. You've signed Martin.
We wanted Akanji as well, by the way.
He's half decent. And
Varane looks like as well. This is his first big test in the Manchester derby. Can he hold his nerve? Remember David Kayles, made all these players. What's that? The Stasic? What's his name?
Yeah.
The Stasic, you know what I mean? There's a few games where they had, and they came into Manchester derby.
Different gravy now.
Listen, Akanji, man. I'm not alone, man. People
who's up against?
Hey?
Who's you up against? Go on.
Sancho, Antony.
Exactly. What the fuck
Sancho, Antony, Rashford. Sancho's been on form this season.
Do you think he's having sleepless nights over Rashford? I tell you what, that butcher there has not slept all week thinking about Haaland.
Clip this.
He's not slept all week thinking about Haaland.
Because Rashford has done well in this derby, in this ground. You know
no, he beat Di Michaelis once and scored.
And what did he do in 2019 as well? He scored 2 goals, didn't he?
They meant nothing.
What?
They meant nothing.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. The derby is 3 points.
We won the league.
We're talking about a derby. Again, look at it. He goes back to the league.
No, when I was a kid.
So you said my point was irrelevant about Haaland, but then this point is irrelevant.
Let me speak. When I was a kid, yeah. If we beat Man United as a kid, if I said to you, we beat Man United, they'd go, yeah, but we won the league. We won the league. Now it's do shoes on the other foot. They don't like it. Apparently it's 3 points. But we'll draw off 3 points.
I'm talking about that game, though. You were talking about Rashford.
What's he done? With a trophy. It's only
what we were talking about, we were talking about Rashford's impact in the derby.
He's never had an impact.
Are you kidding me? He's had a
Okay then, right. Let's talk about Rashford's impact in the derby. What else has he fucking done?
Oh, well, there we go.
So you're just judging it on one season, on one game?
But we're talking about the Manchester derby. We're talking about this game here.
Last season, this is all the same shit that he's saying now came out of his mouth. Same spot. Rashford's going to do this. We get you on the counter attack. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. They did nothing. We had a training session at the Swamp, which was
that hurt me.
That was just we just took the piss,
man.
I found you in the crowd.
Don't smile. Don't smile there.
The crowd. He's smiling because he knows what's happening on Sunday, innit? But at the end of the day, I found you at Old Trafford.
Yeah, you did find me. I wasn't crying.
You was crying. You was wiping tears from your eyes and that, thinking Big Steve's going to get me, and I found you. Yeah. Here. Your same thing. He was giving it all the chest. Man United are coming to town, this, that, and the other. It's different gravy now, mate. You should be scared. You should be worried. We've got Erling Braut Haaland.
You know what's scary about him?
Do you know what? He knocked the ball over the bar in the Charity Shield. Oh, he's a flop.
I didn't say that, by the way.
He's going to do that. He's going to do that. The guy's not even started. I've watched every game of him this season. He's not even started. And City haven't even got on his level yet. So all I'm saying is, God forbid, this is not the game on Sunday he clicks, mate.
You know what? His rate of scoring goals, yeah.
If you know he only needs 4 a month to break the record, 4 a month or something like that.
Wow,
that's it.
That's crazy, you know. He could have said, you know what? I'll score 4 goals in one game and just chill out.
Don't forget, Pep Guardiola takes him off after 60 minutes.
Every game.
If he leaves him on for 90 when teams are tired, how many is he going to get then?
You know what's scary about him? It's the different type of goals he's scoring. People are saying tappings. I don't disagree with it. It's a movement.
There, mate.
It's the movement for me. As a striker, yeah, you got to understand it's all about movement. We had Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah,
he never used to score amazing goals, but his movement was unbelievable.
Well, 1 minute you thought Nistelrooy, you had him covered.
You had him covered.
He's in front
and then he's in front of you. And I think for me, he's come here, he's taken he's embraced the crowd. He's come back. Obviously, his dad has been here.
Oh, we love him here now. He's a hero. He's a hero. He came, hit the ground running. We for the last 2 years.
Tell about the story that he does after the game. Like he goes around the stadium and that, and he kind of like.
Yeah, well, I didn't notice it. Obviously, in England, football after the game, as soon as the final whistle goes, you clap the players.
Yeah, of course.
But with Haaland, I've noticed when he scored his hat trick, I think it was against Forest or whatever.
Yeah.
He got the match ball and then he came over to the south stand and he put the ball down near the south stand and he clapped the whole stand. And then I read something that in Germany, in Germany that he likes to go and thank the fans after the game, and that's all. Maybe I don't want to end up like Jurgen Klopp where we're all fist pumping and all that. But you know, maybe this German thing might happen.
Keep it steady.
You know what I'm saying? We need to calm down.
It might talk about Guardiola. Let's all do it.
Mate, I'll stay another 10 minutes if he scores that trick every game and clap him. No problem.
You know what's scary about him? It's relentless, the goals, man. It's just like he's hungry for it, and now I think like it's clicked now. Him, Foden. I thought Foden at 1 minute was trying to sabotage it because he weren't passing to him.
I just think we wasn't used to having that 9 in the box.
Yeah.
Selfish.
Is it different though? You know what it is?
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird.
Is that why you're thinking not being convinced in a certain way? Because in the other game you kind of dominated the ball. You kind of like did things in a natural way. Now you've always got to find Haaland. It's a case of De Bruyne whipping in that crossing. Defenders can maybe a bit more kind of like be cautious about everything, but. How have you adapted to that?
What you got is now you've got Erling Haaland up front. So instead of teams putting a big wall and squashing us into midfield, and City playing from left to right and trying to find that opening. If they squeeze us into midfield, if we get that ball over the top, Haaland gets a clear run, it's a goal. So what we're doing is Haaland's pushing a back 4 really deep.
Yeah.
And then that's leaving a big space for De Bruyne. Everyone to get that channel.
Yeah, of course.
So you're in a catch-22 because we played West Ham first game of the season. First half, West Ham did okay. Second half, they said, we'll push up. They pushed up, and then De Bruyne got that ball over the top. Haaland went through 1-on-1 bang goal. So with Haaland now, we've got a different option. If we need to sling the ball in the box to get a goal or a result, we can do it, and he's there. But City's style of play this season has been totally different. It's really, really slow. It's not as fast as it was. I believe that we're not playing well, and I think if any team has the bollocks,
even after this international break and the little bit of break that you've had now, do you not think that might unsettle it? United coming into town, you don't think that there could be a lapse in concentration? Do you not feel it? Do you think that they'll be ready?
I just think, listen, if anyone's going to beat Man City, you've got to be brave and you've got to have a pair of balls and attack us. If you attack us and you stick to your game plan, I think someone could get a result against us. But teams panic. Newcastle went 3-1 up and didn't know what to do. They let us back in it. Palace went 2-0 up here, but we carried on. The one thing is with this Manchester City team, you could go 2-0 up in this game, it ain't over.
That's what I mean,
you could go 3-0 up in this game, it ain't over. And that's what you've got to understand. This Man City team does not
feels like Fergie mentality, that.
And in a derby, Man City's always been like that, mate. Even when we were shit, Division 2, we never give up. On derby days, Man City turned up. I've been to Old Trafford and won a derby with Ben Jarney up front. I've won the derby at Main Road with Richard Dunn, Gerard Vikens at the back. You had Solskjaer and Van Nistelrooy. So at the end of the day, derby form can go out the window.
Derby form goes out the window. Derby day is a different feeling. It's on that day. We've got to make sure the first 20 minutes we don't concede a goal. And it sounds crazy and it sounds like, but it is that because once City get 1, 2, 3 can go in. So United have got to have
last
the game
season
plan.
We beat you 4-1 here. If we'd have had Haaland up front, it'd been 12.
But the first half we did all right.
Yeah,
you look at it.
We
got the goal. Sancho got a good goal. I thought to myself, City were a bit shaky for Cal. What's going on? But then I think the United just kind of crumbled, and then United. But one thing with Ten Hag though, we've looked disciplined. We've looked like we've got a game plan now. He's got the team working now, like working fully. And I think for me, you might not see that about United before. You know when they were just kind of threw the game around. We won't see that from United. This now, they'll come in discipline, they'll have a game plan, they'll try to frustrate you. We might not win the game, but we'll give it. This will be competitive, Steve. This will be competitive. I can feel it.
It needs to be. Doesn't need to be. The last couple of years has not been that much competitive training, hasn't it? So I think Pep might have gave him a day off today just in case they need to train on Sunday, innit?
Listen, mate, Pep's riding a bike around Manchester, mate. He's worried, man.
Getting chased by your lot, fucking chasing him and that. I thought he was getting his bike robbed, man. But
he needs to stop riding bikes in Manchester, man.
Do you know what I mean? And then United fans are chasing him down. But he, no, listen.
You know, when you look at United this season, okay, we've gassed it up and I've said, you know what, there's 4 games and whatnot. But do you not feel like there's a bit more edge to them now? With Ten Hag's got them playing in a way.
I honestly think that he's not got them playing great, and the start of the season you've had hasn't been great.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
what's different then?
No, I just think you're getting an identity back now.
Yeah.
You look at United team and you think, right, okay, he's brought in Anthony, a bit of flair. You've got Sancho on the other side.
Yeah.
You've got Eriksen in the middle, who's a number 10.
Yeah.
You've got Martinez at the back, who's aggressive.
Yeah.
And I think last year, the Man United team that we went up again, they had no identity. They wasn't aggressive. City just destroyed them. You had Lingard coming off the bench, didn't really give a shit.
Facts.
You had Rashford coming off the bench, didn't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I think at least, and I think all the Man United fans want is a little bit of pride. And I think Ten Hag's team has brought pride. I do expect a tough game. I do expect an aggressive game.
Yeah.
But I do think, you know, Haaland's going to be up for it. I think he's up for it. Like I said before, don't like
you know what
guys.
it is though. You know what, you don't like us, and obviously there's history with his dad Roy Keane. This means a lot, and people that will say it doesn't mean a lot. But you know what it is?
It's like that film Taken, innit? He's got a particular set of skills. And he's coming to find you, innit? And he will find you. Know that bit at the end when he goes, I've got some skills and I'll find you. Listen, this butcher could end up in mincemeat, yeah. Do you know what I mean? You know, that pound of mince there at the end of the day, when they're giving the mince away cheap. That's what
you know what though? When you look at this Lisandro Martinez, yeah, be honest, yeah, that he's a raw defender.
I like him, mate.
You know, he's a raw defender. And look at his stat, yeah, about the height difference.
No, I don't buy into that shit.
Don't buy it because he's won, I think, second or third aerial duels.
Listen, he's an aggressive defender. Premier League suits him. We had Nicholas Otamendi, right?
Yeah.
All people used to do was pick out Otamendi's mistakes, but they never picked out the flying tackles, last-minute headers, off the line. We won the league the other year. Yeah. Otamendi headed one off the line at Newcastle away, and it was like, for me, it won us the league. This Martinez is aggressive. Don't get me wrong. Coming up against Haaland, it's a big mismatch for him. But I don't think he will. I think Varane will go on to Haaland.
Okay.
I think they'll put Varane on Haaland, and I think they'll just have Martinez trying to be aggressive.
Trying to be aggressive in that first ball when he gets into transitions. But
I'm looking forward to seeing it because the United fans are gassing up the butcher. Obviously, we're standing by our man.
It's a good battle. What do you think the battles are on the pitch? You got Christian Eriksen versus De Bruyne. I think a lot of people said Christian Eriksen was finished and whatnot. He's a good player. Been a good player, man. He showed it. De Bruyne, I think we're not even talking about De Bruyne. How crazy is that?
Yeah, because
we're not even talking about De Bruyne.
It's the way Haaland has started the season. Obviously, you're going to talk about him. Yeah. But I think you watched last season, De Bruyne's assist and everything went down because he had nobody to pass the ball to.
Yeah, man.
Look how many goals De Bruyne scored last season where he had to drive from midfield and shoot himself.
Yeah, of course.
He hasn't got that now. He'll break the assist record this season, by the way.
Yeah.
You watch him this season.
By the way, there's no bets this season.
No bets.
No bets, because at the end of the day, it was a big bill. It's a big bill.
But De Bruyne, he whips them balls in there. Haaland he's made for him. So De Bruyne's thinking, it's bread and butter to me, this. All I've got to do is get them balls in. And you've seen the balls he puts in.
No. You know what? And it's crazy, man. And I think there's people that are saying, you know, comparing him to Gerrard and whatnot. If this guy keeps on going on, like, he's a Premier League legend. And he's actually a lot of people, you know, there's this nostalgia with Gerrard.
Don't forget, he got called a flop and a reject.
Yeah, by them Sky Sports pundits.
Do you know what I mean? That's what they know about football.
What they know about football. But there's this interesting battles on the pitch. But in terms of where were you worried about what United's threat is? Give me an area that you think.
I'm always worried about the counter-attack.
Yeah.
And I think with Sancho and Anthony on the break, if we get... Thing is with City, we get too excited sometimes. We start turning the screw, we're bombing everyone forward. All of a sudden, we get caught out. I think what City's got to do is, if I'm Pep, I just say, you know what, we'll set our stall out and just say to United, you come and have a go at us. Because then United, I've got a choice. They either sit in or they come. If they come, they get caught out. If they sit in, they might get a result. But at the end of the day, I worry about the counter-attack because we're not the fastest at the back. If we've got Kyle Walker at the back, then I'm happy. But Nathan Ake might play.
I can't lie to you. In big games, sometimes at Tottenham game as well, like there's certain games I think, you know what, Real Madrid, not the Real Madrid game, but there was a game where I thought, he looks a bit like suspect in the back. Newcastle game, he's looked not
yeah.
the same. Again, obviously, he's been a good servant for the Premier League. I can't dispute that.
Now, but he's
getting on now.
He's still,
is that an area that I think maybe Rashford could exploit? And I know it's not the quickest, but in terms of movement.
If I'm Ten Hag, that's where I'm looking at. But United's got a big job on because they've got to think,
and then go.
Do we get up close to Haaland and do we try and push him into the midfield a little bit, where you're going to get that ball over the top, or do we stand off him a little bit and let Man City play and try and contain it that way? It's going to be a battle of styles. At the end of the day, we're not playing well. We've not played well. I've been to every game this season, bar Seville, and I said last night on a show, if anyone's got a pair of balls and has a go at City, they might get some joy. I don't think this will happen.
That's why I wanted
to
see the Tottenham game first to see
how.
Yeah,
that would have been good for us.
That would have been a good test. Now it's different because Pep Guardiola has to go in and think, okay, this is the first Big Six game now. What do I go in? I would have wanted to see. I would have seen maybe a bit of homework and be like, if Tottenham could get at them, then maybe Ten Hag. Now Ten Hag has got to fully judge his own performances. You know what? How can I tackle Man City and Pep Guardiola?
But you don't know who's going to play because Mahrez, Foden.
You know me? For me, I think your best two are, and this is crazy, it's Foden on the left and Alvarez on the right.
Yeah, but you see with Alvarez is key to this game for me because you know what'll happen? If Manchester City start going slow and the game starts, it happened at Aston Villa, it starts getting a bit slow, we start getting a bit predictable. He brings Alvarez on as a spark. That Alvarez is a fantastic player. Yeah, and at the end of the day,
you got away with that one as well, man.
Haaland's all the pressure is off him because Haaland is taking all the pressure off him.
Yeah, of course.
So Alvarez can come in. Don't be surprised if Alvarez comes on late in this derby and changes.
That's what I mean. You got firepower now. Last season when I was looking at your team, I was thinking no firepower at the bench. You know, not in that kind of sense, but there wasn't enough substitutions there for you to kind of use. No, now Alvarez, you've got, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, it's for me, the key thing is for me stopping the service into Haaland, stopping the service into Rodri. Rodri's so key in getting that ball from the centre backs here and dictating, man. It's a crazy one. He's almost a playmaker, defensive midfielder, everything all in one.
No, it's good, Rodri.
And it's so underappreciated for me in the Premier League.
We signed Calvin Phillips to set the pressure off Rodri. He's injured again. Rodri needs a break. He's played every single game, man.
What was that all about, man?
His injury record again. He's got some.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want him.
It's crazy. But at the end of the day, we've just got to. We know what we got to do here. Yeah. United have come here the last few seasons and got a result. Last season we put it right. This season we've not started well, but I'm confident. At the end of the day,
Stone's a big blow for you.
Well, he's not really been playing. He's been injured. So
let me
tell you, Akanji was a great signing for the money. Because what happened is, Man City centre-backs over the last 3 years, we've not had a steady pairing. Yeah. Stones, Diaz, Laporte, Stones, Stone. It's always
crazy. He still won league titles.
What I think with this Akanji is, I think he needed a fresh start, and he got a bit stale at Dortmund. The money, 15 million quid, is nothing. And I think he's been key this season so far for us. He's just freshened it up at the back for us. Played brilliant at Wolves. Absolutely brilliant. He's gone to international duty the other night, scored for Switzerland and got an assist against Spain.
It's a weird job, you got it for 30 million. And it looks like he could easily fit in and be like, you know what, I could be here for the next 5 years because he's only 27.
I think he will.
He's only 27, but you know what, man? I'm looking forward to this derby, man. I feel like it's got the edge to it. I feel like for me, this is obviously unbeaten record for you. Now we'll find out this Ten Hag team whether they've gone so far in this kind of four game period.
Listen, he's building.
Ten Hag's got to be patient, innit?
Yeah, you've got to be patient. There's a video come out the other day of me outside Arsenal, saying
about
we've got to give Arteta time.
Yeah, you have. You've been drumming it.
Steve, and I said, look, it's not Championship manager. You don't have a Championship window. Buy all these players that they all gel. It's real life football, real personality systems. It takes time. And Ten Hag, the last few managers United had, it's been a shit show. This man. Ten Hag guy's come in. He's got a bit of discipline. I think he's got one or two bad eggs still knocking about.
Yeah, he's got to take them out. Yeah,
Pogba and all that have gone. You draw a line under that now. Yeah. And at the end of the day, if Man United come here with a little bit of aggression, a little bit of balls, and have a go, I think the Man United fans are happy with that. Yeah. It's when you come here like last season, you give up. You've got Lingard walking around the pitch.
You know, in that's the worst thing you could have, in a derby.
That's it. A derby's the worst.
The worst.
It's all about that in a derby. It's about the badge. If you go, I'm going in there on Sunday backing this badge. And if my players are behind me, we're all together and we're having it.
And if you're not backing it,
that's it. You go in there in the away end. You're here for Man United. Your players on the pitch put a shift in. If you get beat, I've loads of derbies and got beat. But you know what? If I get beat and my team have give everything, I can take that. But when they're walking around the pitch and strolling about, Samir Nasri ducked out of a free kick here against Van Persie, right? He ducked out of it, right? it fucking disgusted me that much because there's 50,000 people in there that stuck their head in front of that and took it for Manchester and for Man City and Sammy and Nasri. And that's one thing in a derby. If you bottle it in a derby, you're finished, man.
You're finished. No, you know what? It's right, man. If you don't give 100% in a derby and you don't go out there and give it, because at the end of the day, like I said, you could get defeated. You can understand that. But if you don't show something and you don't give that, I think that's what both teams will give it. I think this year, the intensity will be up there. I think it'll be a good derby. I think it'll be enjoyable. And you know what, man? Sunday, 2 p.m., you know what I mean? It might be a madness, you know what I mean? I don't know. We have to make sure Steve's okay after the game. Because
I'm all right. Yeah, I'm just watching. I'd make sure no one throws paint on me, innit? You know what I mean? Not you, like.
You know the last derby I went to here? The coin that got thrown, man. That one thing about the City and United, it's so close, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of that shit going on, man.
It's mad, you know, man.
There's a lot of that shit
a couple of years ago, it was crazy
flares
as well, man.
going off.
Mate, it could go,
red flares, blue flares.
Do you not feel like now, because last year there was so much things going on with Oli and this and that, and do you not feel like now it could get a bit like, this could be like a face like
no, it's going to be, because I mean, that we're laughing about the paint and that and the stat, but the mural of Guardiola got vandalised. People ain't happy about that. There's a lot of talk, like you say, about Haaland and
Haaland coming back. You know, again, like, you know what it is? It just adds to the rivalry. Nobody's saying, "Oh, we're happy that it happened," but you know, it adds to the rivalry, it adds to the feeling. And obviously, Haaland's coming back, revenge. And if he goes to the crowd and starts, if he does that when he scores,
he's definitely got something in. He's definitely got something in the pipeline.
Mate, he has. You know, I'm gonna say that he might actually even do that thing. You know, he does that and it sits in front of the. Mate, if he does that, oh my days, that could be the Adebayor moment.
Mate, he could be doing. Listen, he's got a bit of something about him as well. He's got that bit of Ibrahimovic about him, a bit of arrogance about him.
Yeah,
so if he scores, he's straight over to that United end, I think.
Yeah, 100%.
He's giving it the big one. Because I would be, if I scored in Manchester Derby, I'd be right there.
You'd be right there, man. You'd be right there. But listen, let's get our predictions in. You know what?
Be careful now.
Listen, no. I'm reasonable. I'm gonna go for a Desmond. You know, 2-2, lively draw. I think. You know what? I'm going for a draw, mate. I generally think, we could get beat, but I've got this confidence that Ten Hag, we're building something here. You know what I mean? And it's going to go in there, and we're going to get a 2-2. I think it's going to be an entertaining draw. I know you're going to say the opposite, so give it.
I just can't. I can't see us getting beat. I think it will be.
So that means you remain unbeaten, then.
I think it will be a tough game. I think it will be a fiery game. I think there'll be a few challenges getting rattled in there. I think it'll be 3-1 Man City, but I think it'll be 2-1 till really late in the death.
And then you'll kill us off.
And I think Alvarez will come on and bag one and be 3-1. Be party time again. You know what I mean? Manchester is blue. The Blues will be out in town again. You lot will be all under your rocks, hiding.
Enjoy your time now, man.
And all that.
Enjoy your time.
You can go back to Stretford while we celebrating our own city. You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
Well, listen, you know what, man? It's been a good preview. Listen, people, we gave you, man. This is the box office here. Steve, we found him now. We got him from Madrid. He's here. You know what I mean? He's alive.
Been here all
Hopefully
season,
he'll win that Champions League soon.
I've been here all season. Champions, innit? There's a flag up there, a purple one. You see it? It says Champions.
Well, listen, it's everywhere, man. You know what I mean? Like, bloody hell, if we had it everywhere, bloody hell. It wouldn't even fit the stadium.
What did we do last year? Fuck off back to Stretford. The city is ours. The city is ours. The city is ours.
It's 10 hours ball now. This ain't Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This ain't Ragnick. This is 10 hard. We got the butcher. Haaland, where are you? The butcher is coming.
Clip that.
Leachy.
Clip that.
Leachy.
Come on, City.
We're coming. United. 20 times, man, United.
History Channel. Put History Channel under that.
People, like the video. Subscribe to his channel here. Make sure to check out for a preview on his channel. We'll do combined level. We'll do all that stuff. A couple of United players might get in there.
Someone's getting out here. Might be a playoff blacked out.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah. We'll do a.
No, it's not. It's just random. Yeah. But got money, man. He's got money around here. But yeah, listen, Big Steve MCFC. What are you saying?
No, yeah. Check out my channel, Big Steve MCFC. Listen, it'll be it's Derby Day. You know what I mean? Sunday. Check it out.
There you go, people. Like the video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. By United Man City, who's winning. Take care. Peace. We run Manchester.
The city is ours.